Bratt, obviously the announcement yesterday that you're going to be participating in the Four Nations. What sort of goes through your head right away knowing that you're going to have this best-on-best opportunity?
Obviously very happy. Obviously very proud. It's something that you've been dreaming of ever since you were a little kid. Especially for me back when we didn't get to watch too much of the National League games and NHL games. So the national team tournaments were the big ones that you were dreaming about playing for first of all. So for me now getting the opportunity to play in this best on best is super exciting.
What do you make of the makeup of the team right now?
It's super exciting. We get so many good players that you've just been dreaming about playing with one day. So super excited to get the chance to play with them and not just against all these guys.
And what is that when you're talking about playing against, you're going to be playing against some teammates. What is that like mental shift can be like? Because from one day to the next, that competition completely changes.
Yeah, obviously it's a little different than you're used to, but some of us have played in the World Championship and stuff before, so try to put that aside a little bit. Now it's an in-season tournament, so it's obviously a little different, but once the puck gets dropped, you want to win, so that's about it.
So,
Eric Haula joking yesterday that he'd put you through the boards if it came to. Would you give it back to him if the situation came up?
Yeah, I guess that's what I have to. I guess I'll do it my way though. Maybe I'll try to dangle him or something. No, we'll get some good battles out there. It'll be exciting.
I found it interesting to have an opportunity to go against a Jack. You've been playing with him for so long on the same line. Talk to me a little bit about Jack, what he's meant to the team this year, and what it would be like when you guys do go head-to-head, if you are meeting together head-to-head.
Yeah, obviously it won't be as exciting playing against him when he has the puck at least. I'll get to experience that part of it as well, and not just playing with him. I get to see and feel how it is to actually be on the other side playing against him as well. So, no, it's going to be really cool. And like you said, he's such a superstar in this league. He's one of the top players in the league, and I'm privileged to be on the ice and play on a line with him. He creates so much out there. He wants to be better every day. It's just an awesome guy to be around.
Do you know how to get under his skin, being around him so
I don't know. We'll find out in February. We'll find out.
Just on this group, the power play, do you guys just feel at this point every time you come over the boards on the power play that you're going to put one in?
It's obviously a feeling that we want to create momentum for the team. We want to create energy, and we're obviously had a good stretch now when we feel confident in our power play. We're working hard. We're winning pucks back. We're doing the little things right to score in the end. So that's just a constant improvement we're trying to do to try to be ahead of it for how teams are going to start playing against us, and how we break them down even more and create more scoring chances and create more momentum, more goals, and more energy to the team.
And does it feel like last?
Obviously, the news coming out yesterday about Four Nations. How proud are you to be able to be a part of this team and this tournament coming up?
Yeah, very proud. It's an honor. A lot of good players in the tournament, and obviously a lot of players who don't get the chance to play. So I'm excited for the opportunity and excited about our team.
Okay.
Yeah, excited about our team.
What do you enjoy most about that type of opportunity to play best on best?
Well, it's a good question, I guess, but I guess it's just a very unique experience, especially missing 2 Olympics. It's long overdue, and I'm sure fans are excited about it. It's a preview for hopefully the following year. Of having every nation there, and obviously four big ones are in there, and glad Finland's part of it. I'm glad I get to be a part of it, and it'll be exciting.
Do you like going up against your Devils teammates or like your former or your current teammates?
It's something you think about. I'm sure guys who are on vacation, their only thing they care about is that the guys on their team come back healthy, and the reality of it is that it's going to be an intense tournament, short, but unfortunately, you don't hope for it, but there probably will be some, bangs and bruises, and hopefully no big injuries. But it's part of it. It's part of the game, and everyone knows it. And so, when I get a chance, like I said yesterday, a couple bumps here and there. But obviously, you don't want to see anyone get hurt in these tournaments.
Just talking to Bratt before, he said if you're going to do that to him, he'll try and do a dangle around you.
Yeah,
That's his.
I know.
Is that his?
Oh, it's that's all I got on him. I gotta keep my feet moving and try to keep up with him, and so I probably have more to worry about than he does.
You think the teams are pretty? When you look at the teams and the rosters, I'm sure you did. pretty even? I mean, throughout, do you see one team maybe having an advantage in a specific area over the other at all, or no?
I think I'll leave that question to just the public to make their speculations. I'm sure they'll have plenty of work to do with that, and I overanalyze everything, and that's fun. And ultimately, it's one game against each team. I've seen it many times. Playing college hockey, of how quickly things happen, and it's sports, and one game, anything can happen to any team at any moment, and so that's what's fun about it is. You play one team and move on, and then you have a championship. So it's, I guess I've done that system before, but yeah, like I said, everyone's got a fair chance to win the whole thing.
And obviously, we heard what you said about if you have Jesper in your crosshairs, what might happen. How about Jack? I mean, if you were able to catch him, and see him along the boards trying to make a play.
Yeah. No, I'll give him a couple shots too. Yeah, smile about it for sure.
And can you, Eric, real quick, can you just talk about what Jack, particularly this season, have you seen his game evolve at all since you've been here?
I think so. I mean, I think, everyone can see that, Sheldon's putting him in D-zone draws. He's actually done a great job in the face-off circle as of late. He's made tremendous strides there, I think. I think he's changed maybe a few things and an area that he knows that, can also give him more ice time as well. You're starting in the D zone, you're starting in the O zone, you're starting all over. So it's great to see his games obviously tremendous, fun to watch. But those little elements, I think he's taken some steps in.
Jacob, obviously yesterday the announcement of Four Nations. How excited are you for this best on best opportunity coming up in February?
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Obviously, last time I was there in Toronto with the World Cup, and it's I think that was 2016, so 8 years ago, or it's going to be 9 years ago. So it's it doesn't come very often. You don't get many opportunities for this as a player to play against the best of the best, and you wanna compete and you wanna represent your country as much as you can. So it's a privilege to put on the Three Crown jersey, and I'm excited for it.
Obviously, you're excited to play with all your teammates, but is there anyone in particular you're looking forward to teaming up with again from your national team?
Bratter. Yeah. I like having him as a teammate, so I'm excited that he's going to be there too.
Now, what have you learned about Bratter as an athlete and as a person in your time that really benefits you guys as a team in a short tournament?
No, it's everything about him. I think I'm very impressed of how he carries himself and his preparation and the time he puts in on in the summer and on off days and on non-practice days, on after practice, before practice, all this stuff that you when you just follow him around in the rink, and I'm very impressed of the dedication he has for his craft and for his professional career, and it's it's paying off. He's an unbelievable player, and playing against him, you see how good he is, and then being a teammate of him is he's better than he's better than I thought he was for sure, and so it's great to have him on your team for sure.
When you talk about better than, what do you mean by that? Is it just his skill and all those things? Because obviously you didn't face him a ton, right?
Yeah, no, it's only one time or twice a year, and then if you play or not play, but obviously skill, and then also the little things. He's penalty killing and everything. He plays both sides of the puck. He's not only a goal scorer or a passer. He's great on the power play, great on the penalty kill, and he does small things right. And as a goalie, you appreciate that.
If you're given the chance to play in one of the games and Jack Hughes is coming down on you, you have the book on him. How do you stop a Jack Hughes?
How?
Yeah.
Just keep doing what I do every day in practice.
Philip Gustafsson, have you played with him? And he's having such a great season. What do you think of him as a goalie and a teammate here?
Awesome goalie. I think my first year in Calgary, he was he came up in Ottawa, and I think the first game was we played against each other, and I was super impressed how good he was the first few games of his career, and so very impressed by him, and how he grown to become a legit NHL starter, and playing a ton of hockey. So it's it's a lot of good Swedish goalies, and he's one of those young kids that's coming up now and knocking on the door and wants to compete and wants to play.
Is there anything about Jack shot approach to the net when you're dealing with him in practice that maybe you didn't know, Jake, that is kind of.
I'm not saying anything. Yeah, we're teammates right now, so we're teammates, and this tournament is a great thing. But I think it's great. Obviously, to announce, and it's a big buzz about the tournament right now, and it's a lot of fun talking about it. But here in this room, I think we got a huge game tomorrow, and as of it's only going to be for a few days. We're going to not be teammates. So, but when that day comes, it comes. But right now we're teammates, and right now we just want to be successful here with the Devils. So, that's about it.
You look at some of your best games this year. They've been against like rivals like the Rangers, or like a return game to Vancouver, first game of the year. Like, do you feel like you play your best in the biggest moments?
I don't know. I think I enjoy it for sure, and it's it's a big challenge because I'm fiery, and I can get carried away. But now I'm a lot older than I was when I came into the league, so you kind of learn how to deal with that. But it's fun, and it's obviously it gives you a little extra kick and adrenaline. But I think that the most important games are also when you're on the road and it's not a lot of fans in the stands, and you got to get yourself going. Those are tough in the beginning of your career because you're in the NHL and everything is exciting. So those games where it's a little quiet, it's a Monday, and you don't really feel like you have it. Those games I'm more impressed by myself where I can play good.
Obviously, the announcement yesterday about 4 nations. How much are you looking forward to, this best on best with these 4 nations?
Yeah, I'm excited. It'll be fun to put the USA jersey back on, so definitely excited.
What do you like about the makeup of what your team has to offer? It's
it's obviously a really good team, but all 4 of the teams are going to be good, so we'll see what happens.
What do you like about sometimes that going against your Devils teammates and you sort of have to flick that switch?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I haven't I enjoy playing with Bratt, and so it'll be different playing against him, but Marky and Haula, that'll be good, and I think it'll be fun.
What do you value most about international competition, Jack?
Yeah, I've always had a lot of fun playing with the U.S. and great experiences, and I think with the Olympics coming up, I think that's definitely what everyone's really excited for, and this is a pretty good stepping stone leading into that.
And there are 15 players on the U.S. side that played for the NTDP. What does that say about the program? And I guess that's kind of neat. You'll get to reminisce and be with those guys once again.
Yeah, I think just not a lot of guys my age, but a lot of guys with the same stories and dealing with the same people and same experiences. So it'll definitely be good, and I'm really excited to play for the U.S. again.
Jack, this group of Americans, like the U18 World Juniors, had about as much success as any. So how important do you think, not just for you, but for a lot of the other guys, was to really push to get these best on best tournaments back?
I think it's more of just no one's really seen Matthews and McDavid and these guys play in any international tournament. So I think the era in between me and maybe the older guys that went to the old Olympics, those guys who are in their prime now, they haven't really played any international hockey. So I think fans of the game are definitely dying to see that, and with the Olympics coming up, this is a good stepping stone.
You and Jesper have played together for so long, and we asked him if he knows how to push your buttons. When you guys go head to head, how do you feel like you're going to be able to grind your gears a little bit?
Yeah, I saw Haula's quote about that, and I was like, don't worry about it, I won't be coming for you at all. But yeah, it's interesting, because you see him on a daily basis, and especially Bratt, how I've been here, he's been one of the guys since I've been here. So definitely it'll be cool to see him with the Swedish jersey on, and get to watch him kind of do his thing for his country.
Does it matter to you whether you're playing center wing in a competition like this?
No, I'm when I just look at the the roster, I kind of assume I'll play the wing, and that's really exciting for me. Just with the level of players there. So whether it's center or wing or whatever it is, I'm excited to play with some guys that usually we see on a nightly basis, and you're watching them and you're like, wow, they're great players. So for me to get the chance to play with them, that's pretty exciting.
And if it's maybe a Matthews, Eichel, Larkin as a centerman. Do they each bring a different type of element to the game, Jack?
Yeah, I don't know. Like just looking at the roster for like last couple months or so, like just by guessing who's going to be on it. Like I obviously love to play with Matthews. Just seeing him and Marner do their thing, and it'd be fun to play with a guy that has scored 70 goals in the NHL. That'd be pretty fun. So even if it's a few games, that's something I'm definitely looking forward to. The possibility of that.
And do you have a book on Markey? If he is playing against you in a game, do you know?
Honestly, no, not really. No. Even if I did, got to keep it quiet because we have Devils hockey for a couple of months still.